Hi there, Adrian here, British guy living in Hungary. So I thought I'd just do a video about how to pronounce Hungarian words using place names as an example. Actually, Hungarian is quite a difficult language, I think, although I can speak it now after having practiced for 35 years. So the actual structure, the grammar, the language itself is quite difficult, but the pronunciation really isn't very difficult. If you can pronounce French or German words, then you should be able to, and possibly Russian or some of the languages around here, like Slovak or anything like that, then you'd probably be able to pick up Hungarian pronunciation without any difficulty. If you don't speak any of those languages, then maybe you need a bit more explanation. Hungarian doesn't like consonant clusters, so you've got lots of vowels, so you don't have anything to contend with like struch, brst, skrus, kruk, for example, nothing like that. That's Czech. So it's comparatively easy. So I'll go through various different words, various different place names, which in all will cover all the different sounds and all the different letters of the alphabet. So, in case you're interested, if you'd like to pronounce Hungarian names, Hungarian towns, and at the same time learn how to pronounce the various different sounds of the language, then here's the opportunity. So here we go. So when I'm in Wales, which I visit around once a year, and I tell people I live near Székesfehérvár, they go, "No, how unpronounceable." I said, "Have you thought how Hungarians might do with your town?" No, I don't actually know anyone in Llanachameath, but it's a good one to pick because it just looks amazing, particularly for Hungarians. But Hungarian really isn't as intimidating as all that. So let's just see what we can do with it. This is the Hungarian alphabet. Now you'll see that it's got quite a lot of the normal letters that we have from the Latin alphabet, but it also has digraphs. Consonants have digraphs, which means two letters written together. And when you've got two letters written together, it's pronounced differently from how the letters are pronounced singly. So they represent different sounds that are not represented simply by the Latin alphabet. And then the vowels have got diacritics. So there's 14 vowels, which sounds a bit intimidating really, but it's 7 short, 7 long. And we'll come to that when we come to it. Here's a couple of names just for taster. Veszprém, which is a town quite near where I live in the other direction from Székesfehérvár, and it's in Hungary, in the western part of Hungary. Kolozsvár and Aranyosmarott are actually towns which were in historical Hungary when it was the Austro-Hungarian Empire, but Kolozsvár has ended up in Romania, and its Romanian name is Cluj-Napoca. So I suppose the Kolozs and the Cluj are related. And the other one, Aranyosmarott, is in Slovakia, and its Slovak name is Zlaté Moravce. Actually, the Zlaté and the Aranyos both mean gold, and I have no idea what the other bit means. So there you go. And let's move on. Some Hungarian names have just got pretty general sounds which are not at all difficult to pronounce for English people, so we'll start with those. Here we have Budapest, which is the capital of Hungary, Budapest in English, but that's not how it's pronounced in Hungarian. All the vowels are short, Budapest, so short U, A, and E. As far as the letter A, which is English A, is concerned, the short one is O, which is at the back, and the long one is A, which is at the front, which is the other way around from English, but That's how they're pronounced. U is a short U sound, as in something like good, and E as in pet. The S, the letter S is pronounced like the English SH. So it's Budapest. And as we see in the third word, the S sound is written SZ together. So that's in contrast with English. The next one is the place where I live, very small town called Berhida. Again, all short vowels, Berhida. The R is pronounced a rolled, not an extremely heavy roll, but it's a rolled R, and it's always pronounced in every position, including after vowels, sorry, in contrast to English. The third one is Zalaegerszeg. So again, short O, E sounds. The other consonants are like English, apart from the SZ, which represents an S sound. Okay, more pretty general sounds. Monor, that gives you the short O sound. Székesfehérvár, which I mentioned. SZ is S. S is SH. Sh. The short and long E sounds are pronounced E and E. So Székes, Fehér, Vár with a long A. Okay. Jászfalu. Again, nothing new there apart from the J, which is pronounced like the German J, the English Y. So we see that long vowels are marked. Again, the short and the long A and E are O, A, E, E. Monor, Székesfehérvár, Jászfalu. Okay. And then we come to the letters which are a little bit more problematic for English speakers. You see a few of them are digraphs or diacritics. So let's move on to those. The C is never pronounced as K or S, as in English. It's always T. Now, if anyone's familiar with the Slav languages around here, like Slovak or Czech, or even in German, then the C letter is pronounced like a TS in English. T. So this place is called Tete. It's strange, I know. Tete. Tete grows wonderful melons, and if you're ever on the way through in melon season, it's worth buying some because they really are rather delicious. The next sound is written CS and pronounced like the English ch. So these names here are Pécs and Bécs. Okay, P being just standard, PT and K are unaspirated, so it's Pécs. It's not Page like in English, page, but that's details. Pécs, Bécs. Pécs is a town in southern Hungary, and Bécs is the Hungarian name for Vienna. Yes, I know it looks nothing like Vienna, but that is in fact what it is. Because of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, some of the names in Austria are really just completely different, and the surrounding countries different from the ones that we're more used to. So Bécs in Hungarian, Wien in German, and Vienna in English. I think it's Vedeň in Slovak, so that's different as well. Okay, moving forward, the E and U. Now these sounds don't occur in English, but if you're familiar with German, then it's like the German short front rounded vowels. E and U written and U, same way as in German with the umlauts. And this name is Fülöpszállás. Fülöpszállás. So E and U, like German, also occur in French. If you're familiar with French, they're not that difficult. SZ is S again, S is sh. Now, I haven't got many examples here, but if you've got a double consonant, then it's pronounced double. So it's not salash, it's salash with a double L sound. Fülöpszállás. Okay, now these are palatized sounds, the GY, TY, and NY. The letter Y never occurs on its own in modern Hungarian words. You get it in some names where it's just pronounced like the E. So in some proper names you get a Y, but otherwise it's always in combination. Now these palatized sounds occur in Russian and in Slovak and in Romanian, but not in English. So it's a soft, very soft D or a T sound, J, Ch, and then NY, Ny, is like the Spanish mañana or something like that. It occurs in some other languages. something like English new or duke. It's more palatalized than duke, but duke. So these are, and also that you see the O with the two acute accents. That's just simply a long so it's rather than So not to be intimidated by any means. So the top one is dur, which, okay, has got some difficult language. Okay, Brits can't pronounce dur, they can't pronounce and they can't pronounce r. So, okay. But it's dur. Next one, nyíregyháza. So you've got the two palatalized sounds there, nyírgy, nyíregyháza, and you've got here the long E sound written with an I with an acute on it. Now here you've got a double ch sound. I couldn't find many names with the ch sound. This was about the only one I could find, so unfortunately it's a little bit intimidating. Berettyó újfalu. Berettyó újfalu. It's just a long ch. Ettyó. Okay? Berettyó újfalu. Now the ly, I've put that separately from the other ones. It probably used to be a palatalized L. And I think there is some dialects where you might even still hear the palatalized L, but it's not very common. Like the y sound. But it's just the same as a J, which is the Y sound in English. So this is szombathely. So it's not hey, it's hey. Szombathely. Which means Saturday town, or Saturday place, rather strange name. But there's also a Szerdahelyi, which means a Wednesday place in Slovakia. So anyway. Szombathely. Hungarians have problems. They complain about how difficult their writing is and everything. I'm English, don't tell me about difficult orthography. But there's some words with J and some words with ly, and they have to learn which is which. I've never found any problems with it, but there you go. Hey is a place, Szombathely. And for the sake of completion, these include the extra sounds that I haven't got in any of the words, the long O and the long U. So Dombóvár, Balatonfürdő. Okay? Dombóvár, Balatonfürdő. Okay, now this is the exam. You now have to pronounce these words. Okay, admittedly I've picked some of the longest ones I could possibly find. I think the bottom one is actually the longest place name in Hungary, which is pretty long, but it's nothing on Llanfair Pwllgwyngyll Go, is it? So don't complain. Kiskunfélegyháza. Kiskunfélegyháza. Just follow the rules. The S is a sh. They've got the long and the short vowels marked. The GY is gy. Kiskunfélegyháza. This one, Jász Felső Szentgyörgy. It's actually Jász, which is an area. Felső means upper, and Szentgyörgy means Saint George. So it's all, it's combined. Jász Felső Szentgyörgy. More long ones. Hódmezővásárhely. Hajdúböszörmény. Okay, so remembering the ly, the ny, front of vowels, Hódmezővásárhely and Hajdúböszörmény. And just to finish off, to show you that not all Hungarian names are incredibly long, we've also got Tác and Tos. And just when you've got used to the Latin alphabet in writing Hungarian, there is actually a very old runic alphabet, which is coming back into fashion again, and you might even see place names with runic script, and it looks something like this. This one is Komárom, as you can see, it's got both names there, both scripts, and this one is Székesfehérvár. I can't read this. I can't read this script, but it is written from right to left, and the vertical line on the right is the S sound. That's about all I can tell you about that. So I guess that's just about it. If you enjoyed the video, like it. If you have any questions about anything in the video, any of the sounds, any of the features of Hungarian pronunciation, then feel free to ask me. And enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.